Coach Greg is back. What's happening, everybody? Apologies for another long break. However, I have a really good reason for this one. Coach Greg and the family welcomed a new warrior into our family, a little Michael Leo. He's comfortably sleeping upstairs with mom right now. So it's been pretty busy the last couple of weeks. Lots has been going on, but I'll fill you in as we go. Don't worry about the lights. It's kind of a regular thing back there. We're filling in the gym more and more. What's going on there, Bobby? Bobby the second. So more stuff's being filled in. Whoa. Don't mind me, I'm trying to just make space here. We're gonna go ahead and get a quick workout in. It's Muscle Monday. We're gonna feel the power. It's a great way to start the week. I'm gonna try and make this a regular thing because I need to get my workouts in early anyway. So I figured, why not to get them in early, share it with you guys and gals, and then that way, you know, we get the best of both worlds. We get the channel back up and running. It's been pretty radio silent on our ends, which means, you know, we've lost some subscribers. So my apologies to all of you that have been waiting for new videos and haven't been able to see them. Obviously, any channel worth its salt is gonna stay consistent. And we really haven't been able to do that. Coach Chuck and I have been quite busy. But as I said, it's all for good reasons. So we're gonna try to get this rolling again and kind of get the community, you know, back up and running. So those of you that have stuck around, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and double check we're back. Sorry, I had to double check that the signal is good. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We have a quick workout today because those little kiddos, the girls, to daycare and take care of a few things for work. So we're gonna make this a short one. I already got my watch going. So we're gonna try to go for about 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute workout and we're gonna see what we can do. It's a Muscle Monday pump, which means we're gonna hit a little bit of everything. It's not a very focused workout in terms of, you know, having just one or two muscle groups. We're gonna kind of hit a couple things. So, all right, here we go. Let's get started. We're gonna pump here. We're gonna get our first workout, our first exercise, if you will. And today we got 30. So it's a power 30, which means 30 reps of whatever we're doing. And then once we're done, we move on to the next exercise. So here we go. We got the first exercise here, and that's gonna be our dual twist curl. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can pause at any time with these workouts to make sure you keep your form. That's the most important thing. Coach Greg always says, you can't lose your form even if you're going for a high rep kind of exercise. So power 30, which means, as I mentioned, 30 reps. It does involve a lot of fatigue of the muscles, and eventually they might start to tire out and also get out of position. So our goal is to maintain our positioning and not start to cheat, whatever it is you're doing. So in this case, curls, guys tend to do this a lot. We tend to go a little bit heavier than we need to, and then we kind of lose our form. So we're gonna go back, split stance the opposite way, and back to our twist curls. I'll show you from the side here, so we know that we're not cheating. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'll show you from the front again. Gives me a chance to rest too. 24, 25. Whew. 5 more here. Let's make them good. Let's make them count. 26, 27. 3 more. Breathing out on exertion. So as I bring up the dumbbell, 28, 9. One last one. And 30. Okay, bringing it back. Those were 25s, by the way. 25s, good for the pump. Hey, we got some subscribers and or new people online. What's up, everybody? Coach Greg here. It's Muscle Monday. Just trying to get everybody with a morning workout. Get them going, get them pumped. All right, we have As you know, in this gym, my home gym, it's a little tight. So if this camera moves around a lot, it's because obviously we have quite the tight quarters. So now I'm on the shoulder press here, my multi-station. So we hit biceps, so we got a good pump there. Now we're gonna hit the shoulders. So I have a little adjustable knob here, or a little switch, so I can adjust the height of this one. If we go too low, which sometimes guys tend to do, what's happening here is I'm trying to press and my shoulder and my hand are not aligned. So my shoulder is actually gonna be doing and taking a lot of load from a very dangerous position. So I want to make sure I bring up my starting point. So normally, sometimes people will do it from this position, which guarantees that you'll have safety. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. It's still safe, but it's gonna allow my range of motion to be a little bit more. So I'm gonna lean back here and press. And I already preset the weight, so this should be good. And 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, slow it down, 12, 13, 14, 15, right at halfway, whoo, feeling it. So we're halfway, we got the other 15 in just a moment. Obviously I did say we're not really focusing on too many specific muscle groups, but so far obviously it's more upper body with the biceps and the shoulders. But we will get some of our other muscle groups involved as well, don't worry. If you have any questions, it's Muscle Monday. Any questions about fitness, health, any things you want to share, always happy to, learn more about what you guys and gals are doing, especially if you have questions that you feel I can help with. So here we go. Next 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 10, 21, 2, 3, 24, 25, breathing out exertion, 26, last 4, 27, 28, last 2, here we go, 29, and 30, oh man, okay, I'm feeling that one. Shoulders and arms. Triceps are still sore from an upper body workout I did a few days ago. So next one's gonna be interesting because we're gonna try to do push-ups. 30, which means 30 doesn't have to be consecutive, but we're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna head on over here. I have a little bit more space. We're gonna do 30. All right, let's see how we're doing with our positioning here. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we got our presses, and now we're gonna try to do our push-ups. We're gonna try to do military style. So we're really gonna focus on those triceps. And as I always say, there's really no particular way that you have to do these power workouts that I sometimes will have in our boot camps. You can obviously follow along as I'm doing them. You can watch them and take notes and do them later yourself, or just have some extra information for your own fitness challenge. I try to do it without switching to the next exercise, but everybody's different. All right, so push-ups, we're gonna try to do 30, keep the upper body pump going. Next one is gonna be a different muscle group, so arms are gonna get a chance to rest a little bit. All right, let's see if it's visible here. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Here we go. We're gonna try to do our push-ups, narrow position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right at halfway. Shake it out. Well, we got a couple new people online, sweet. What's up, everybody? Those of you that are online, let me know where you're logging in from. Any questions you might have for health, related to health and fitness or in general. We're doing a Muscle Monday workout. It's a good way to start the week. A Power 30 workout, which means 30 reps, and you kind of just go through and hit different muscle groups. A great way to kind of get everything pumped. And it's, it's fun. For somebody that's busy like myself, it's good to be able to, get something in when you know your time is limited. If you have a lot of time, you have like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and you get a full body or a very specific bodybuilding type of workout, that's great. Now, if you're a busy parent, entrepreneur, whatever, you don't have much time, doing a workout like this can be a great way to get your exercise in, get a great pump for those muscles that you're focusing on. And it's, like I said, it's very time efficient. So, all right, we got our next 15 here. No questions? All right, no questions, then we're moving on to the next 15. All right. Once again, keeping it narrow, going down nice and low. One, in fact, we do count that one. All right, let's get a little bit lower so I'm not looking down. Camera's not looking down too much. Okay, here we go. That's better. All right, here we go. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go on knuckles. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, I'm feeling the triceps. 26. Ooh, feel it. 27, 28. Last two. Make them good, Coach Greg. Yes, indeed. 29 and 30. Oh, I struggled on that last one. Oh man, yeah, that's what happens when you max out your triceps, and when you try to do push-ups, those triceps are not gonna be happy. All right, but that one's done. Another one in the books. You gotta do some core. Core is next. What's up, Bobby the second? Bam! He's our slam dummy. Shout out to Tim Rockford, our good pal. He was actually able to donate him to us way back in the day. This is in the day of the original CWF days, the first gym. We bought some good equipment from him, and also him and his awesome wife donated some cool stuff. I believe he was one of them. So I forget how much this guy weighs. I think he's anywhere from 50 to 60 pounds. Great for slamming. You can hang him up. He's got a little chain at the top, but great for ground and pound too. So he's gonna watch us as we do our next exercise here. Let me adjust the camera. All right, let's see how that looks. Okay, so one of my favorites, the core. I'm gonna get right in here into our monster machine. All right, good. What's happening? So this one, we're gonna go ahead and cross the arms and do a little twist at the top. So it's gonna be really good for the front core, but also we'll get some oblique work too. I did these the other day, but you can never do too many. Core is so important. Here we go. Can you see me? All right, I'm kind of out of frame, but let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can keep going. We're gonna change the angle so you guys can kind of see the hyperextension a little bit more. I think that should be good right there. Perfect. Perfect, I say. All right, how do we get a clip here? All right, let's see here. Nope, that's turn off the camera, Greg. It's been a while, don't blame me. All right, let's see this one. Perfect, okay, and here we go. So now I know how to get those clips back. They do change stuff on YouTube for a little bit. All right, here we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, slow it down, 26, 27, 28, 29, one more, and 30, oh, woo, bam, feeling that one. All right, good. Okay, here we go. So we are back. All right, let's keep it going. We have a little bit more time, a few more minutes. So we hit some of our good muscles here. We got the core, we got shoulders, biceps, triceps, chest. We're gonna hit a little bit more of the upper body. Once again, not a very specific muscle group, but multiple. So this will allow us to get more of an upper body burn. So here we go on our pulls here. Let me bring it back just a little bit. All right, here we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a row. So we have a neutral row, we have a pronated and supinated row. Any of the three are great. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna focus on a neutral grip for 10, pronated for 10, supinated for 10. Great way to get all three, just to mix up the muscle groups. And well, the main muscle groups are very similar. However, some of the supporting muscles are gonna be a little bit different. You hit a little bit of a different part of the back each time, forearm and biceps. So really good. I'm gonna adjust the weight here. Make it challenging, but okay, perfect. So adjust the pad here. It should be challenging enough where, you know, I have to reach a little bit and get a full range of motion. So I'm gonna bring this one back. Perfect. Okay, 10, neutral. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on the next one because that was a little bit easier than we wanted. Let's adjust the positioning of the camera as well. Here we go. Get a different view. Get a different view here. So now we're gonna go with palms up. So this will be our next one. Here we go. Palms up, pull. 1. Match your breathing with your exertion. And nice and slow. All right. Nicely done. We will save that one. That's a good one. All right, now we have the last one, palms down. Palms down, all right. Whew. Looks like it's not a very busy morning there. Usually we have a lot more people, but obviously it's cold here in the Midwest, snowy, people might be sleeping in or they're already out because of the snow, clearing the driveway, warming up the car, whatever, stuff that I'll have to do in a few minutes myself. Or perhaps because we were not online for a while. So the goal is to try to get into a regular rhythm, get those of you guys and gals back that used to watch us regularly and build up some cool content. So hopefully you guys and gals will be able to tune in on the next one, which will probably be Wednesday. But who knows, I might make it an everyday thing just to get, you know, the momentum going on our socials. Exciting announcements from Coach Greg coming soon. We'll save those for later. Obviously, the most exciting, the little guy being born, little Michael Leo. All right, here we go. Next 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which makes 30. All right, we got that one. And all right, we're almost at 20. So I believe what we're gonna do is do a bonus, and then we're gonna call it with a little bit of, shall we say, Monday morning motivation. I'm not gonna do 30 because I don't have time for those. However, we're gonna go ahead and do at least some dips. Triceps are shredded and tired from the earlier workouts, but it doesn't stop us from doing these dips, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see that we have a little bit of elevation here. These don't have to be here. All right, here we go, dips. Wide, because this is a wide grip here. Feet are over, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, got it. Excellent. All right, we got it. Everybody, thank you. Looks like most of you will be catching this after the fact, not live. But that's what happens when you're not live for a while. People might get a little bit, shall we say, distracted or discouraged. But don't be discouraged, it's Muscle Monday. It's a great way to get back to your health and fitness goals. Coach Greg here, supporting those goals. And let's finish with a nice affirmation. It's a Monday, Motivation Monday. Whew, let's bring it down. It's kind of a high camera here, high angle. All right, here we go. Let's do one affirmation for Monday. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. Say it with me. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. All right. Have a wonderful Monday and enjoy an amazing and productive week ahead. See you guys soon.